Hi students, welcome to today's session. That is difference between e-commerce and traditional commerce. E-commerce means let us see from definition. E-commerce means buying and selling of goods through online. Traditional means what? Traditional commerce means what? Having shopping in a traditional way, which is followed from the beginning. So, if you see the definition, traditional commerce is a traditional approach to buy goods and services in person, which involves face-to-face dealing. In traditional commerce, what's happening here? Face-to-face dealing is there. Okay. Now, let us see usage. In usage, e-commerce it is used to save the valuable time and money. Whereas in a traditional way, there is loss of time. Okay, in ancient times, still it is in still use some traditional commerce. So we will see the traditional business to nowadays also. Now, let us see the process. Process means what? It is easier to use and operate if customer has the basic knowledge of the gadgets. Gadget means what? Mobile phones or smartphones or a laptop or a computer. Okay. If he is having a knowledge, he can easily buy a product in a online. Okay. Whereas in traditional way, it can be followed by any person irrespective of the education. An uneducated person can also buy products in a traditional commerce. Here we will see mode. Mode means what? It is a electronic mode. E-commerce is completely in an electronic mode. Whereas traditional commerce will be in a it may be in any way, but not in electronic mode. It is some other modes. It may be any another ways. Okay. Now, if we see time, here in e-commerce business will provide the services to the customer in 24/7 environment. 24/7 means what? 24 hours and 7 days in a week, means complete 365 days the services will be provided by e-commerce. Okay. Whereas in traditional commerce, it will maintain some time, means the business hours. Maybe we will see from around averagely from morning 10 o'clock to evening 10 o'clock, like that. Some business hours will be maintained in the traditional commerce. If you see the next difference here, purchase. When we are purchasing a product, their inspection of a product before purchasing, will not be done in e-commerce. Inspection can only be done in what? Traditional commerce. That is one of the disadvantages we can say in e-commerce. If we talk about involvement is what? The customer involvement. The customer involvement to buy a product. So here involvement of the customer is inspecting a product before purchasing a possible in traditional commerce business only, means here person is not able to involve directly. Where in a e-commerce business. Whereas in a traditional way, he has to see the product, he has to compare with the other shops, he can do if before final buy, how many kind of tests he want to test the product, he can do in a traditional commerce. If we see the next difference between this is business. Means e-commerce business can be done easily without any obstacles. Means less obstacles, that technological problems will be there. Some technological, but the business will be done very easily. But whereas in traditional commerce, it is difficult to perform more business. In e-commerce, more business can be done because there is only the technological, the standards of the application should should be there, that business standards in a technological, but whereas in a traditional it is difficult to perform more business in this model. Now let us see the last difference here. What is that? Maintenance. In e-commerce it is easier to maintain this as only warehouse is required to store the ordered products. Just ordered products will be stored in that warehouse. All other products no need to store in any place. Which are ordered, that will be collected, that will be stored in a warehouse and before delivering to the customer. But whereas in traditional way, it is cost effective. It is cost effective to have a huge space for displaying and showcasing the products to sell to the customers. Okay, this is the difference between what? Traditional and e-commerce business. So this is all about difference between e-commerce and traditional commerce. Thank you for the day. In the next class we will see. Thank you.